All right, so the command for leash walking for Alabama, when you want her to be right next to you with her head in line with your leg, is going to be heel. So what that will look like, Alabama. So you want to make sure you get her attention. Good. Heel. Good girl. And then if she's walking right here next to you where she should be, you can mark yes, and then feed her. Now when I feed her, I'm feeding her with my left hand and in the position where I want her to be. If I feed with my right hand and I try to feed her across from here, she's going to get out of position. So if you go to use and reward with your right hand, just out of habit, make sure you're bringing it all the way across to where she's supposed to be. Good. Heel. Now if she starts to pull or get out of position, I can make a quick right turn, heel. Good. Or I can make a left turn and I turn into her with that left turn as well as pull back on that prong collar. Good. Now she has the prong collar on her and that's what you will use for leash walking. Good. Wait. Good girl. Yes. So then when you stop and you tell her wait, she should stop next to you. She does not have to sit. She just can't continue forward. But if she offers that sit behavior, I'm going to reward that. Nope. Alabama, come here. Good. Heel. Wait. Good. Good girl. She should not continue forward until you give her a next command. So if she is standing next to you, you can ask her to sit to get her into a more stable position. Good. Heel. Good girl. Wait. Good. Alabama, sit. Yes, good girl. Nice. Now, what I want you guys to do a lot of too when you are out walking her is working on her engagement with you, but also a little bit more of an informal walk, which is going to be the command, let's go. So Alabama, let's go. And so here she has to stay on your left side, but it's not as important that her head is in line with your leg. She just can't cross over in front of you. So you notice I give her more leash for let's go. Good. But even if I turn and go the other way, she still has to go with me. Good girl. Nice. Yes. And if she's offering a nice heel or checking in with you, you can reward that. The more we reward that, the more likely she is to continue to offer it. Good. She can sniff things. Nice. Good girl. Yes. Good. Good. Wait. Yes. Good job. So another thing too, when you guys do have her out and about, what I want you to do is, again, not focusing so much on that heel position, but letting her kind of just take everything in and working on engagement. So what that is going to look like is when you take her out, you can give her the length of the leash. I'm going to tell her, okay, free, which means she can be free. She can go wherever she wants. And then I'm just going to say her name, Alabama. Yes, good. And then I back up and I reward her. Okay, free. So here she looks at whatever she looks at. So if she looks at Tim, if you want to make a noise. Good. Yes, good. Alabama. Yes, good. So if she looks at something that might be scary or she's unsure of, you can mark yes and then just say her name and back up and give her food. So we're not making people come up and feed her out of their hand that she doesn't know. What they can do, so like if people come over to your house, just have them ignore her. That's going to be the best thing. Same thing too when you're out and about. Again, she can look. Alabama, yes, good. And then just reward her. So this is going to be more important getting her out and doing this than, trying to work on that formal heel next to her. This is going to go a long way as she gets older. Good girl. Yes. And if she automatically offers to check in, make sure that you're heavily rewarding that. So you can jackpot that, meaning you give her a few in a row. Nice job. Another thing you can do is you can scatter some food like away from whatever it is. So if she looks over there, go. Good. Walk on. Alabama, yes, get it. So I just tell her get it, and then I just toss some of those treats on the ground, and then I can also add more to that as well. Good. So for recall, because she's not e-collar trained yet, I want you guys to make sure that you're always having a long line on her when you're practicing a formal recall. So a formal recall is when you say her name and then come, and she needs to come all the way to you. So don't ever have her off leash and working on come outside of anything that's going to be enclosed. Again, anytime you're going to do recalls, have her on a long line so you can get her back and hold her accountable. So, ready? Go get it. Alabama, come. Yes, good girl. Oh, careful. Good, good girl. So there you notice I say come. As soon as she turns to come to me, I mark yes, I back up, I get excited. Good. Okay, free. And then she comes to me and I feed her a few times to get her to stay with me as well. Every time you guys are working on recall, I want you to make sure that you are marking yes when you get that change of behavior and she goes to come towards you. And always, always, always have food on you to reward her when she comes to you. We want to make sure that recall means coming to you is like the best thing ever. Ready? Go get it. Okay, free. Good. Now if I call her and she doesn't come, Alabama, come. Oh yes, good girl. So there she came, but if she didn't, what I would do is I would say no, and I would tighten up this long line and give a leash pop towards me, and then back up and get excited that she's coming. Good. Okay, free. Let's see. Go. Okay, free. Alabama, come. Oh yes, good girl. So she's being really good for recall right here. So I'll show you guys more in the lesson on how to do that leash pop. Good. Okay, free. Alabama, come. Yes, good girl. Good. You also want to make sure when you are recalling her too, that you're not making the fun end. So practice recalling her to you and then just letting her go back out and be free. So that way she also doesn't think that just because she comes to you means everything's over. Good girl. And even if she offers to come to you without calling her, you can still reward her either with food or just by petting. Okay. Good girl. Okay, free. Alabama, come. Yes, good girl. Okay, free. Wait. Nope. Come here. Alabama. Wait. Good. Good girl. Good. So here I tell her wait, and she's not supposed to cross this threshold until I release her. Good girl. When she can back up and she can sniff, that's okay. She just can't come forward across this. Alabama. Good. Okay, free. So I can tell her, okay, free, and then she's allowed to come through. Alabama. Wait. Good. Good girl. So here I reward her by going to her, rewarding her behind this threshold. So she only gets food when she stays behind there. Good girl. No. Wait. Good. Good. Okay, free. So there, when she tried to break through, before I released her, I said no. I stepped into her and I just used leash pressure to get her back behind that threshold. When you have to correct her and move her back too, don't reward her right away. Make her wait there for a few seconds. And then when she's stable, not trying to come through, then you can step in and reward her. Another thing you can utilize as well, if she's trying to come through before you release her, is utilizing whatever doorway or gate you have. You can just close it towards her. Wait. Good. Good girl. Wait. So if she were to try to come through this threshold right now, I could close this instead to block her so that she can't come through. No. Nope. Nope. Wait. So there I was a little bit slow. Your reaction time should be quicker than that. Good. Okay, free. Then she can come through. Nice. Go, kid. All right, so something else that Alabama knows is to get on the place bed and stay there. So to send her to it, you'll say her name and then place. Alabama. Place. Good girl, yes. So here she doesn't have to lay down immediately. She just has to have 4 feet within the perimeter. Good. Even if I walk and move around, she can't get off there until I release her. Now, in order to get released, she needs to be calm and not trying to get off. I'm looking for something that's stable position. And if she's struggling to lay down and settle on there, but she's staying, you can walk over and just tell her good, and then lure her into a down with food. Good girl. She gets that food once she lays down, and that's just going to help her get into position to get more settled and comfortable. Now when she's there and she's settled and comfortable, come over, tell her good girl, okay free, and then I'll say okay free, tap her, and now she can get off. If she doesn't want to get off when you free her, you can just grab the leash or grab her by the collar, okay free, and just help her off. Yeah, good girl. Alabama, ready, place. Good. Good girl. So even if I walk around, she can move and she can watch me, she just can't get off. Good. See, she's settled quicker on her own. Nice kid. Good. Now, if she were to try to get off before I've released her, you can say no and grab that leash and use leash pressure to get her back on. Once she gets back on, don't reward her with food right away. Make her stay there for a little bit longer before you reward her, and also make her stay there until you for a little bit until you release her. So we don't want her to get corrected for getting off, getting back on, and then immediately getting released. We want her to understand she has to be committed to that position in order to get released off of it. Good. Okay, free. Come on. Okay, free. Good girl. And you can just encourage her too to come off with your body language and by calling her as well. Alabama, down. Nope, down. Yes, good girl. So when you tell her down, if she doesn't immediately go down, I normally give her a second to see if she's going to go. If she doesn't, you can say no and bend over and point to the ground to help her. If she still is struggling to do that, you can put your foot on the leash and use some leash pressure straight down to get her to go into that position. Good. Here, I'm going to reward her for staying. Good girl. So if she's down here, I'm going to tell her stay, and then I can walk away. Now, if she's in a stay, always come back to her and reward her for staying there. Don't ever recall her out of a down stay or a sit stay. Good. You'll always go back to her. You can reward her. And notice how I bring the food down to her and put it almost between her feet and let her take it. That's going to encourage her to stay in that position. Good. Okay, free. Good girl. Okay. Okay, free. Good. Nice, kid. So same thing like on the place bed. If she doesn't get up when you free her, you can just grab the leash and just encourage her to get up and be free. Alabama. Ready? Oh, down. Nope, down. Yes, good girl. Nice. Stay. Good girl. Super, kid. Now here, even if I pick up the leash, that's not an invitation for her to just get up. Good. There you go. Good job. Okay, free. Nice, kid.